Hello, gentlemen. Today we're going to be talking about a 4-man blitz that's going to come in clean versus a unblocked running back, and then a 5-man blitz that's going to sometimes come in versus a blocked running back. So in most cases, you're going to have a +1 advantage, which is huge because at this point you can really strap up passing offenses by forcing them to block extra people. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple math, guys. You just get the +1 and then drop extra guys into coverage, and they're going to have nowhere to pass. So overall, this is a seriously good defense versus somebody who's going to pass a large majority of the time. Let's get into it. Okay, so the play is going to be spinner out of $3.2. Very popular play this year as well as in previous years. It's not like a new addition to Madden or anything, but yeah, people are using this right now because dollar doesn't get weak boxed, and it's just really, really good. So I'm in the Chiefs playbook. You can find it in the Panthers playbook as well. As far as alternate playbooks, I know multiple D and Panthers playbook also have it. But if you guys want to see the full list of teams, check the description. I know I'm forgetting a few that do have dollar. So $3.2 spinner versus U-trips or gun Y-off trips pass. This can be found in the Patriots or the Raiders playbook on offense. And then before I get into the full breakdown, I just have to let you guys know that I did just drop my defensive ebook on acemadden.com. It's out of the Chiefs playbook. We have full breakdowns on dollar, nickel over, 3-3, and 4-3 even 6-1. And we have full breakdowns against U-trips, trips tight end, tight offset, and spread. If you guys struggle versus any of those formations, I have the bag for you. You're going to see some clips right now. I'm pretty much bagging these formations. I have the perfect bag for tight. I know tight is super common, so I had to find a solution for that. And we have 5-man pressure, 4-man pressure, 3-man pressure. All of it comes in. You know, obviously the 3-man's going to come in less often than the 5-man, but besides the point, the 5-man is like terrifying. If they don't block the running back, the pressure comes in like 1 second, and they're going to regret not blocking the running back. So if you guys need the bag, like I said, acemadden.com, use code ACE for 15% off at checkout. You get access to all of our products just by being a member on the site. Okay, so let's get into the setup. We're going to take a quick look at the play art and see what's going on. We have a unmanned running back, and then we have a safety that's cross-man to a tight end. And honestly, that's terrible. If you see something like that, you're probably going to want to fix it somehow, either by adjustments or doing something like I'm about to do. I'm going to base align, then press. And as you're going to see, the safety is now going to be manned up to the running back, and we now have a unmanned tight end, which is perfectly fine because we're going to be sending the pressure off the running back side. So we're going to shift our linebackers to the trip side. And this is only for U-trips, by the way. If you're going to use spinner versus another formation, or you want to use this blitz versus another formation, you do not have to shift your linebackers. So in this case, we are going to shift our linebackers to the right. So D-pad right, left stick to the right. And then you're going to hit D-pad right twice. That's going to open up your linebacker menu. Hit A, right stick up, man them up onto the tight end. And then the final step, optional step, I should say. Well, not fully optional. You can put your slot cornerback into a zone. So wire triangle twice, RB, and then hard flat. I recommend a hard flat. You can do whatever you want, but that's what I would recommend for now. And then, you know, you could shade your coverage up and out if you want for your man coverage. Make sure you don't get beat. That's completely up to you. But what you're going to see versus an unblocked running back, you're going to see that this guy's coming in. Comes in very, very clean. And that's going to happen every single time. Nothing's really open. Everything gets pretty much bagged. So I'll show you that's no fluke. Baseline press, shift your linebackers over to the trip side, drop that guy into a zone, and then we're already set up. Very, very quick. If I can do it, you guys can do it. Just like that, boom, pressure comes in. Okay, so what happens if they block the running back? Let's take a quick look. They block the running back, then the pressure is going to get picked up. The pressure will still be pretty good. You know, you're not going to come in clean, but the pressure can definitely still affect the quarterback. Take a quick look. Running back picks him up really nicely. And that's to be expected. I mean, it's the running back that we're blitzing at. And if we were blitzing off the other side, then, has a chance of coming in, of course, versus a blocked running back. But on the same side, that's pretty optimistic. One thing I need to show you that's very important about if they pick up the blitz is look at the safety. So the safety on the left is manned up to the running back. And if he sees that the running back stays in the block, he's just going to drop into a deep zone. So we don't have a wasted defender in a quarterback spy or something. That's one of the perks of base aligned pressing. So now we have this guy helping on a deep post. So let's say that, he wants to hit this deep post, he wants to have enough time to hit it, or he wants to hit a corner route, or whatever the case may be. You're going to have additional help back there, which is really, really good. So you're not completely screwed if they block the running back. And then as for the 5-man, I will say that I think this new patch that came out today helps against the 5-man because the tackles do drop a little differently. So the setup is going to basically be the same. We're just not going to zone out our slot cornerback. We're just going to send him. And you can contain as well and just hope that he picks up the tackle. The edge defender picks up the tackle. But let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, so that was the 5-man versus 5 blockers. Let me block the running back. Okay, so it should look like this. Block the running back. And this should come in sometimes. Just don't expect it all the time. It does seem like the patch affected this to some extent, because this tackle used to just be on the right side, used to be super dumb. Like he would just block the guy in front of him, which was the defensive end. In this case, the defensive end gets kind of blocked by this tight end for a second, and then it gets passed off to the right guard. But yeah, like honestly, the way I see it versus U-trips, you want to send 4 most of the time. And then if they start blocking the running back, you can start sending 3, playing like a full max coverage. Sending the 5 when it's inconsistent like it is, you're not going to get the same benefit as sending 4. So what I recommend, send the 4. Try your best to strap them up with the 4. If you absolutely need pressure to come in, then you can send 5. But then let's talk about like some zone coverage adjustments we can do. So let's say that we have the play set up like this, the 4-man, and let's just say we just want to change things up and make things more complicated for them. We can, go ahead and put this right side in a cover 3 like this, and then maybe do something like a mid read here. And now all we have to do is stay shallow on the field. We can just kind of watch anything from the trip side coming on a shallow crosser. So like a tight end drag, a slot receiver drag, anything like that should be covered by us. And then we have the mid read that's going to help on this shallow post. So let's take a look. Running back goes out. You see how the mid read defends that shallow post. And that's just going to be a really good mix-up coverage for you guys, because if you just play man the entire time, they're just going to run their man beaters. They're going to block the running back, and then they're going to like try to throw corner routes from the slot. They're going to try to throw post, throw to the running back on out routes and stuff like that. And this is just going to be a really good way to mix things in. So that's going to be, one shell I like. I talk about more shells in the ebook. So like I said, acemadden.com, it's the Chiefs defensive ebook. I go over how to stop this formation as well as tight offset, trips tight end, and spread. But let's talk about some run plays and how this is just going to blow up the run plays on its own. So spinner, and then let's see, what do they have in their custom audibles? They have power. We'll do 5-6 trap. Okay, so baseline press, just set it up like we've been setting it up, and then just hover like right here. And then what you're going to see, the play is just going to kind of like blow itself up. The linebacker is going to come down and blow that up. And the reason for that is he's outside the tackle box. So just imagine that, look at the tackle's outside shoulder and then just go straight up in a vertical line. You're going to see that he's not in the tackle box. So he doesn't get registered, or he doesn't get targeted easily. He's going to shoot that pretty well. The only thing I'll say is your user is kind of like never going to be able to shoot this, because the right guard and right tackle in this case are just going to pick you up. So the best thing for you to do is, if you're expecting a run, just kind of run backwards and get them to follow you but not block you fully. But this is going to happen like every single time. Your teammates are going to basically blow up the run for you. So again, as you can see, slot cornerback comes in that time, and it's because, go to instant replay real quick, you're going to see our slot cornerback is lined up on the inside of that slot receiver. So he's not going to get targeted. He has to target the safety that's in front of him. So this slot cornerback will come in free. And it's going to be the same deal for power. So let's go ahead and go over. Power will be the same story. You're going to see, well, in this case, they somehow got picked up there. Let me do that again. That usually does not happen. But you see how I avoided the offensive lineman by just kind of running backwards. Do it again. As you can see, slot cornerback comes in, and that's usually what's going to happen. Those two guys, the linebacker and the slot cornerback, are going to be there. There's going to be rare cases where like a Derrick Henry or an Alstott are going to truck you to death and somehow get positive yards. But I mean, it is what it is. That's going to happen on any kind of defense. So that is my breakdown, or very brief breakdown, on U-trips and how to stop it with dollar. And like I said, this blitz can be used versus any shotgun formation. The setup's just going to be slightly different. You know, against U-trips, we're shifting our linebackers. You can keep it like this versus, you know, another formation. You run it like this, for instance, and it's still going to come in versus a unblocked running back. So yeah, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please drop a like if you did. Subscribe for more Madden 23 content. And then if you guys need help on defense, like I said, acemadden.com. Get that Chiefs defensive ebook. It will be a lifesaver. All right, I'll see you guys later.